Is an impromptu podcast. I pray the phone don't fall, but I will be eating some fish while I'm talking, y'all. Okay. Good. Listen. Okay. I see what my son did. He made sure they put them at the bottom. I don't like my food to touch, y'all. It's weird. But yeah. Come on, yeah. I want y'all to see though. This is me getting back to my happy space, but look at my eyes, y'all. I have been crying non-stop today because of what's going on with my baby. And so, it's crazy. I miss my daughter so much. Like, she's a beautiful child. I know my granny would love it. She'd be like, girl, she just like you. That's my little mini me. Fries good. These fries real good. I love mountain sauce fries, y'all. When you from the shop, that's how it be. But really just came. Probably show y'all my eyes swollen, crying. I miss my baby. But I already know how God works. That's in his hand. I took my hands off of it. Because God do miracles way better than I could. Yep, so yeah. Life is life. You have to be grateful for it all though. But yeah, this is so good. These fries are really good. It's like, Mom, you gotta eat. I said, I do gotta eat. Thank you to the amazing people. Hey, y'all. That was a voice for reason. You know, God is amazing. And He does everything in His time. It's just very hard, very painful to not have your child. Knowing you are a great mother. My sons will tell you. We'll go like in the summer, we get on boat taxis, the boat taxis, and we'll drive around the water and take pictures. And then after we would do that, we'll go to like Patillo's or something. Well, back then with my boys, I used to be going to Bennigan's. If you're not from Chicago, you don't really know Bennigan's either. But me and my boys used to really like do a lot. But TJ used to be complaining, y'all. He was like a car booty. He'd be like, oh my goodness, my legs hurt. I can't walk any further. I'd be like, TJ, do you think I'm about to carry you? Because I'm not. But TJ, that's my baby. He looks out for me. I know he be praying for me. Left me in them prayers, son. They are needed. I solicit job for it, but y'all do that get you Google stuff. Don't put my name in no prayer. Cause that's crazy. So yes, I've been. That's why it's really important. It's really important to have the right people around you in certain things because things, things can be very annoying. Who is that? A Scar the cat. That's so cute. Scar like Mufasa, Bootleg brother. But yeah, so shout out to my baby today. But she's a beautiful soul. And by the way, also make sure that you purchase our book on Amazon. Black Girls Are Pretty Sweet, Sweet Dream. It's a mother and a daughter uniting to tell a story of heroic black women who have changed time. Y'all, I'm eating my let me move this one. This is a little ghetto right here, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm being a little ghetto. I'm gonna have to go ahead and put that back that way for now. I need to pour this little hot sauce on this fish, y'all hear me? On this good fish, honey. This is Mr. Fish is a blessing. So yeah, I just been really trying to take everything in. And like I said, you know, the judge is very biased. And I requested several times to go to another judge. They're not allowing me to, but I want to call them tomorrow, get on top of this, because I can't take no more. But my baby is worth fighting for. But everybody that had part in it, that I got it. I just have to trust him like I do. I trust him. But I love my daughter. She's a beautiful soul. Well, Princess, call her Princess Emo. Princess Emo Brookie. But yeah, I miss her a lot as a mother. As you can tell, my eyes have been on other things. You really can see through the lens how big my eyes are. And when I say I've been crying consistently of my baby, I do. That's a lot. It's a lot to take in. And that's when you think you know evil people around you. God eventually revealed it, and He revealed that through this man. So I'm thanking God for guidance, but I continue to trust Him. God does miracles way better than I can. So that's how I got feeling that. But I really came on here because y'all see the shirt, my granny girl. So Normally around this time, I'm kind of low in spirit because of this amazing woman here. So tomorrow will be 29 years that she has been gone. Um, she is very loved, very missed. My granny was, my granny girl was something. She was, I was one of the, hey, twins. So, my granny was hilarious. I remember one time, one time, um, my step granddaddy was cheating or whatever, and he was around the corner, and actually my auntie and my cousin came and told her where he was at. So Granny marches with a hammer in her hand, like she John Henry, and she had all her grandchildren with her. We all had something in our hand. So hey, so we all had something in our hand, and so then my grandma would say, go knock on the door." So my auntie Ann was like, "I go." She went. She knocked on the door. Then, of course, Ann came across the street, and then she's like, "I see somebody looking out the window. They peeking too. They're peeking too." And so, but it was like Granny literally had us marching like Malcolm X when he went to the police station. And he said, "Release that brother." That's exactly what happened. So Granny, he didn't come back right away, but he came back. Granny let him back in, but yeah, he was on us. But God rest his soul, Spencer Cole. Hey, y'all. What I'm talking about, if you were here from the beginning, you would have heard. I'm talking about a lot of stuff. But in particular, my grandmother. So the thing with her was she was very wise. She had a lot of wisdom. Um, and I used to be so profound by some of the things that she would say. And I even try to pull those up in my memory when I'm going through certain things in life, like, what I'm going through now. So, God is amazing. God is amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. So, I spent 14 years with this lady, and it was painful to go through this. I am very proud of my granny. My granny girl, she was a great person. She loved people. I don't know how I get to be the opposite of granny, but she loved people. She welcomed people in her home. She would cook. She's one of them, somebody going down the street. What she cooking? What mama cooking? I said, none of your business, nigga. It's barely food for us to eat over here. We don't get seconds, my boy. So yeah, she was like a cook, like she was like Big Mama. So when it was time for her to kind of tell what was going on, she didn't. She did share it with Spencer, but she kept sending me downstairs to get her something to eat as a distraction tool. And I was like, yeah, she thinks she's slick, but I know what's going on. So anyway, she said, okay, so they don't got anything down there. They said, well, we'll get a check. Grandma wanted the checky burgers and checky fries. That's what you call check your burgers, check and fry. Um, yes, broccoli. I am very proud of my grandmother. She was an amazing person. Her her way of dealing with difficult situations were like, if somebody lies on you, she said you don't have to go chase that lie because you know the truth, right? So that's basically one of her things she would say during a you know, restorative time for a person. Like she'll tell you stuff that will make you'll be like, whoa, that's deep. But I took in a lot of my grandma wisdom, but in certain situations I don't always use it. But I'm grateful to God, for her wisdom. Like I used to tell y'all, she would sit, it would be thunder and lightning, like really bad, right? And she would say, she's like, everybody come on over here. It's story time. And she would do story time with biblical stories. And she had all us sitting there, all the lights off in the house, everything. Um, if you did not have on a shirt, she made you put on one. I don't know. Granny thought somebody gonna get struck in their back or what. And she would also put like stuff over mirror. My grandma was very superstitious. As a kid, I was superstitious, but now I'm a little bit more like, no. Like they say, step on a crack, you break your mama back. I'm like, whoa, I'm not trying to do that to her. Like, why? And they just had a lot of stuff on, but I I honor her. I really honor her. Um, Most people don't bring her up in the family a lot, but she has done so much for this family. Um, she she made things happen for people that she didn't have to. She's the awesome grandma though. Like everybody else say that grandma is a great person, but I really can say and testify like she is one of the best people that was a part of my life. Even though it was such a short term, but it's like I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful for my granny because she taught me a lot of stuff. Um, do I use it all? No, especially when I'm mad. It's hard to self-regulate when you're having those kind of moments. But like I said, y'all can see my eyes. I have been crying over my daughter. Um, the system is trying to take my baby, and I feel like it's crazy because her father was a foster child, so he should understand the power of biological mother and daughter. He can't teach my daughter how to put on pads. He can't tell my daughter when she smells like something. It becomes inappropriate because it's like she has a mother for that. And people that try to pretend like, yeah, I don't do that type of stuff, but I love my baby. And I go through a lot for her. But at some point stupidity needs to die down because it's only making them look bad. They try to make me look bad, but I know what mother I am. I am a mother. There is one of my sons graduated from Whitney Young. One of my sons graduated from what's this? I just seen at school to Sullivan in the medical program. My daughter has completed a medical program as well. She did it a couple of years ago. Um, she had a wealth of information about health and wealth and things like that, which I think kind of made her want to be a biochemist, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, she's definitely trying to make some money. Okay, make some money. But yes, my grandmother went through a lot. I don't even know how Granny made it through some of the storms she dealt with. This is a woman that had children that were addicted to drugs, prostituting. Just a lot overall to deal with as a person. And then, she would take in her sister kids when, her sisters started being fast, and fast Fanny is what they call her. Yeah. What are you trying to ask me? Because this is a story about my grandma. I'm not really trying to, not being rude or anything like that. I just want to tell my story about my grandmother. Tomorrow is her 29th anniversary. But what are you trying? I'm in a relationship. Okay. Let me bring this hither. It says I'm in a relationship with a girl. She's dark brown and I'm white. I really just too feel she's afraid. I left her because of her color, but I love her. I love her personality, how to deal with. So, in those kind of situations, oh, my battery is getting ready. In that kind of situation, I would say, like, if you love her, go back and get her. But if you're not going to go back, then ain't no sense of doing that. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. If you love somebody, you go get them. But everybody can't be loved, okay? I'll say that. Everybody can't be loved. And some people are just idiots. And if you love her, go get her. Even though you white, these kind of relationships have been going on for years. So it's not like this is a new thing. You need to watch the Bronx Tale, okay? Watch the Bronx Tale and get back with me, okay? Because that's a good movie. This is very, like, what you talking about is Bronx Tale, yeah. So, but she's afraid to let her because of her. Look, if y'all love each other in real life, like for real, be together. Don't worry about what nobody else thinks, what the world feels. You have to authentically be you. That's all I'm saying. And if you love her, even though she's black and it sounds like you white, hey, make it hurt. Make it work. Okay? Yeah, you gotta make it work. Y'all gonna be together. That's it, that's all. That's pretty much that. Y'all can say the letter S. So why do you say X instead of so I don't know what Jerry Child is talking about. God bless him. Soulmate bond is strong regardless of skin color. I definitely agree with you, Ruby. I definitely agree with you. It's beyond skin color. It's your heart. Your heart is what's in it. And so if that is someone you love, go after them. Hey, if you watch Coming to America, y'all done already seen. She said, knock it off, Joffrey. The boy's in love, okay? So if you in love with somebody, You don't care about their race, their color, their creed, or none of that. Thomas O'Malley, don't start now, Mo. Like them cute legs. Get on. Get on. Go. Go, Thomas. My cat always gotta be nice. He always wants somebody to call his name in videos, y'all. Yeah, he just got up out of nowhere and just came over here, thought we was about to kick it. But yeah, and that's the same. You know, now that you brought that up, it's the same notion for my baby. Like, I really love her, and I have to fight for her. No justice, no peace. No Brookie, no peace. You know, so it is what it is. If I got to go around marching around places, it is what it is, because I have a tribe that's behind me, and I'm grateful for them and everybody that has been in the midst of this to help me, to guide me. Thank you to my granny who's been there. My baby Bim, he here too, y'all, because he won't let them lights stop blinking. And I said, "Fool, look, I know you here." Look, they the only ghost can come up in here. And the Holy Ghost, of course, okay? Granny, Bam Bam, Marco, and that's it. That's it. That's it. Them the only ghosts and the Holy Ghost. Other than that, because them my gangster ancestors, you know what I'm saying? They about their life, so yeah. Coming to America, yes. She said, knock it off, Joffrey. The boy's in love. Yeah, that's true. My husband is Nigerian. I'm African American. Oh, that could be hard because sometimes I've experienced Nigerian women that didn't like African American women. And I've experienced Nigerian women that love African American women. So yes, that is definitely something. But you love who you love, whether they be the same sex, opposite sex, whatever. Float your boat. That's how you live your life. I am a firm believer in living in my truth and my peace. Whatever there is that I'm searching for. Like I said, y'all can see my eyes are very swollen because I have been crying over my daughter all day. First of all, let me say this. Divorce is already hard on children. It's something to deal with. And by divorce being hard for children, it's like, okay, the kid already has to understand the fact that the mother and the father won't be together again, right? So that's a lot that weighs in on the kid. And I say that to say this. In my first divorce, it affected my son Ziggy. I didn't know it affected Ziggy the way it did. So one day he literally sat down and he cried and he said, "Mommy," he said, "I am so mad at you and my daddy, Tim, have separated." No. Move, Thomas. Move it. Move. Always trying to come up on me. Yeah. So yeah, that you gotta be who you are. You can't let society norms make you feel like you have to go with what they say. You have to be free in yourself. Love yourself enough to do that. Um, yeah, if she don't accept him the way he is, then it is what it is. Been a ballpark. You go find somebody in your culture, and she go find somebody in hood. Whatever you want to do. But if y'all love each other, y'all will try to make that happen. But me, when I'm out of a relationship, I'm done. The end. Stick a fork in me. I'm a turkey. Okay, so back to my grandma, because y'all just really made me get off the topic. So back to my grandmother. Like I said, she was a loving person. She took care of all her grandchildren. She was there for us. She got us a family home. Our family home was taken. That weighed in a lot on her. That was stressful for her. Um, then losing my auntie and my cousin in the same year, it it brought like shock to my granny, because granny will always say this, and I don't think any parent really should say this, but this was just her thing. She would say, if I lose a child, I don't want to be on earth anymore, because a mother shouldn't have to bury their child. And I said, wow, granny, that's deep. And so when my aunt was killed and my cousin went to go find out who killed her, he was killed. Um, so yeah, it's a lot that Granny had to deal with. Um, yeah. No. Move, skedaddle. Let me get him. I'm about to get skedaddle together. He think he about to scratch me. Nope. Got a lot of water. I'm gonna put that water on you. I ain't playing. Y'all, he be doing too much. But yes, my grandma was, like I said, she was there for everybody. She was great. I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful for her life. Of course, October is her birthday month, so it's just, what it is. But I love y'all. Thank y'all. Oh, Granny's been gone for 29 years, y'all, but it still feels like it just happened yesterday. One of the things I did notice, make sure this kitty don't. Shh. Throw that water on that boy. You better go. Go. Man. He be trying to snake me, y'all, while I be on the thing. But yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, Granny, she was that girl. She was that girl for real. Like, she always protected us, always was there for us. If we felt like we didn't have a parent, we always looked to her to be big mama. So she loved us and she took care of us. Like I said, there's a lot of things that did not come out or was said, but you gotta live in your truth. So life is life, and it's gonna be life. But I came on here to apologize to my princess. I love you, girl. You are beautiful. I'm gonna get you back soon. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray. Amen. But y'all, this is how I act the fool when I don't got my babies, y'all. My kids, whether y'all know it or not, my kids are what calms me down. They're like, they bring me to that point of relaxation, mommy. It's okay. I love them so much. They are amazing. So, anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Let me see. At least you experienced the love of her. Yep, that is so true, Ruby. Thank you. Oh, you lost your granny before you was born. Wow. Now that sucks. Yeah, loving grandparents are a blessing. Like, my granny, like, my mom, okay, even though she don't, disclaimer, she don't be wanting me to tell her story, but her story is my story. So, anyways, my mom was in an abusive relationship for about 9 years. And Granny would say, she's staying here with me. And my mom was like, no, she can go you know, be with us. And Granny was like, no. Little did Granny know, Beaver loved me. He loved me a lot. And he told me there was never a person that cared as much as I cared about him. So that was just something. But he loved me to the capacity of him and all the GDs gonna come and find me, okay? Uh, what she at? Oh, she over there. But I said, all right then, let's go handle this. But he loved me, and but Granny was like, shoot, he beat on her, he'll beat on you too. I said, no, but he don't. He never hit me or anything. He always been there for me, always been the protector. So having protectors in your life is a blessing. It really is, because it helps you to stay focused. Um, Sometimes, like I said, I've been all over the place since my baby's been gone. I have not been in a good spot. I've been depressed. Um, but God will render what needs to be rendered to those who have sown discord towards me. It's all good. But I love y'all. I'm about to get off here because, like I said, y'all see my ass look like somebody had a bumblebee fight with my eyeballs or something. I don't know. But as always, thank y'all for stopping in for Neca's Real Talk from a Real Place. G night.